Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome to Wispeare. This is the game that Damien and I made for the Game is a Liar community game jam that was last week as of recording. So, I thought I'd walk people through everything that went into this game. All of the visual design stuff is all Damien's work. The font work was by a guy named Codeman38. They made their font free for commercial use. We included them in the credits just because they allowed the font to be used for commercial purposes, but just so that everyone knew that it was their design, their original creation, I put that in the credits there. Okay, so before we start the game, we have options. And because the game is a liar, it tells you have options to do with these graphical settings, but none of them actually work. They appear in some cases to have some sort of function, but texture quality, super awesome, ultra mega, or ultima supreme. None of them do anything. Except that if you hit anti-crash, the game crashes. So, let's start the game. They may look cute, but those green slimes are dangerous. Yeah, so all the design, all the programming, level design, stuff, all the non-visual component stuff, and the music. Music was done by Damien. Other than that, everything else was me. I made all the levels, laid out all the stuff. Don't forget to get rid of all the slimes before moving on. I'm gonna get the good ending first. So yeah, spoiler alert, this game has two endings. They sometimes try to ambush by hiding in shrubs. Yeah, the whole thing was called The Game is a Liar, so we had multiple forms, multiple facets of lying. Oh, I didn't put I intended, while we were designing stuff, I intended to have a save game button in this pause menu, so that you could hit the save game, but there's no load game, so... yeah, damn it, I forgot to do that. Shit. Yeah, we need your help to make this land a better place. So... basically, to get a good ending, make sure you gather any of these coins you find. To get the good ending, you have to kill no slimes. Well, less than 3 slimes throughout the game. You're going to need as many coins as you can get. So, what I've seen so far, which is interesting. Oh, I brought that slime back up to the platform. Holy crap! Yeah, if you stand still, you heal. So you'll heal up your health, and then eventually you'll be full health. Push past them. Those walls are tough. You'll have to find another way through. Yes, if slimes that fall out of the level don't count as kills, so like if you lead them off, if you Pied Piper them off a cliff, it doesn't matter. Oh, what I was saying is, the biggest complaint I've seen so far is people, finding that yeah, so the slime tells you, sorry, I keep interrupting myself. The slime tells you that, the walls are tough and you'll have to find another way through, implying there's some kind of, like, secret way through, but you can just break the walls. With your powers. Yeah, the biggest complaint so far has been, like, the jumping is sometimes a little odd, and I get that, because the way I made the jumping work, oh, I hurt myself. The way I made the jumping work, oh crap, I put myself into a serious predicament. There we go. No! Shit. Okay, let's sit here and heal. The way the jumping was made, it's a little bit, it is a little bit odd, because the hitboxes for when you can jump is like a little circle below the character, which means that when you're sitting perfectly on the ground, when you jump up, that hitbox has a certain collision based around that sort of middle point when you're jumping up. But then when you're already jumping, if you're holding jump and you jump from the very bottom of that collision space. And so I think jumping like this gets you higher than if you just jump straight off the floor like that. I think it's ever so slightly different. Oops, I missed a coin. It's alright, the coins don't do anything. Don't worry about falling off the, falling, those slimes below will catch you. So there's a little bit of a sinister line about, like, don't worry, the slimes will catch you. So, what I intended is, oh, first death. What I intended is for the coins to be the hardest thing to get in this game. They're hidden in places, they're in awkward as hell places. So far you've taken care of one slime and gathered 11 coins. Yeah, so the coins are in hidden places. They're often hidden behind those like bricks, or they're in the like hard to reach places that you have to get past slimes to get to and stuff like that. But the coins don't do anything. The game tells you they're special. Oh no! I'm stuck. Yeah. Yeah. You have to gather all the coins you can reach. So yeah, the slime keeps telling you, the pink slime keeps telling you that the coins are valuable, but they actually have no purpose. They have no stake in the game. But I wanted the player to think that they had stakes, so they had to go into these pits and stuff and try and get the coins. It is possible to get every coin, as far as I can tell, as far as I recall, it's possible to get every coin without killing any slimes. Which is, if we extend the game any further after this release, I might add extra endings related to the coins. Most importantly, get rid of every bad slime you can see. And yeah, the pink slime keeps implying that the green slimes are bad or evil in some way. Which they're not. Oh, you'll need to find another secret path through this one. Yeah. Well, every time there's like bricks in the way, the pink slime lies to you and says that you can find a secret way through. The intention was that the green slimes are just happy little slimes running around. If you attack them, well, we'll see that in the next playthrough. If you attack them, they show their nature, I guess. But yeah, the pink slime keeps implying, oh, and you can jump off the slime's heads without getting hurt. That was unintentional at first, but then intentional afterwards, because otherwise it's way too hard to get through some of these bits. Because you can just jump on top of them and not get hurt. I wanted to imply that the like burst is like you fire it below yourself. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the logic is a little bit silly with that. That's my bad. Yeah. When we do the like evil playthrough, I guess, or the bad playthrough, the green slimes show, or it's clear. Oh, release those slimes somehow. You can remove them. He keeps referring to it as removing the green slimes, and that's intentional. I intentionally made it like that. And then ... This is supposed to be where the game gets like ominous. You haven't been removing the slimes like I asked. Oh, I forgot to go back to those slimes walking off the edges. You must remove these dangerous slimes in order to continue. That level where it says like you've taken care of one slime and got this many coins, that actually doesn't tell you the real numbers. It takes the original numbers that you actually have, be it 0 and let's say let's say you got 5 coins. It'll tell you that if you haven't killed any slimes, it'll tell you you've killed 2 slimes and you've got, 4 coins. Intentionally making you think that you've done something wrong. It literally lies to you about how many coins and how many slimes you got so far. You're so close now, but don't forget you need those coins. So yeah, trying to remind the player to like go and grab the hard to reach coins like that one over there. It's very, very possible to get that, but it's also very easy to miss it by accident. Yeah, I believe this is the last level. Make your way through this mess, and I have a nice reward here for you. For all your efforts. I made that hint go across the whole screen because I wanted to lead it towards the next screen where the hint is going to cover the whole screen. That was an intentional design choice. Yeah, so much time and effort went into just placing the blocks and the bushes and the pieces everywhere, like the flowers and stuff like that. So much time went into that. I hope it looks good to some people. Like, this is one of my least favorite levels visually because I couldn't have much in it because the tiles are so intricate that I couldn't place many sort of design things like the little bushes and the flowers and stuff. But I managed to sneak in one mushroom, one tall mushroom here. But yeah, this is the end of the game. Well, 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 you finally made it all this way. The ominous music picks up. You leaped over chasms of slime and crawled through tunnels of dirt. You listened to everything. Oh. It was like. He's like. Oh. The end. Yay! Wispeare, a game by Rorius Maximus and Damien Laird Broadfoot. Yeah, so DP comic font by Codeman38. All they're free use for commercial purposes, so we're good. But yeah, and the ending screen here has the Orion, the Wisp, which you don't actually learn his name unless you get the bad ending, which I love actually. He's in his healing pose, or he's like, it's almost like a sleeping pose, where he's like healing, and all the green slimes around him, because green slimes are good guys, you know? You're friends of the green slime at the end there. But if we go through again, one more time, we'll make it quick. I won't read all the text this time. If you go through really quick, and you kill the slimes, you see, when you kill a slime, like I killed this guy down here, this slime is now, oh actually, this one often sits there, I don't know why it sits there, but the green slimes, oh there we go, they hide behind the objects in the level, so like, this one's hiding behind this mushroom, and they have that horrific sad face on their faces, on their little bodies, because they see you kill the other green slime, and they're like, oh, this one's hiding behind the mushroom, this one can't find a hiding spot, so it's like, oh. I've already got the bad ending, by the way. I've already locked myself in. Because it's three green slimes killed equals the bad ending. So yeah, when you haven't killed any of them, they just want to run up to you and greet you, you know? They want to hug you. That's the idea. The idea of this green slimes running towards you is that they just want to hug you. But because you're a wisp and you're made of energy, if they hug you, they sap your energy out of you. Yeah, as I said before, the coins don't do anything, so they're no big deal. You see, and actually, I made some hiding spaces in areas where slimes don't exist. This one is one of those places where if he falls off, he like can still get to a hiding spot down here. This guy can't reach a hiding spot though, because he's stuck up there. Yeah. Aw, look at that face. Crap. And they hide in the bushes for two reasons. One, because they're afraid of you and they're trying to get away from you. But also, because it makes it harder to wander through the level without getting hit. It's very, like, sometimes they poke out like this, and you can see him. But like this one you can just see him here. If you're not paying attention, you'll run into him and get hurt. Yeah, so the idea is that the like slime material like draws your energy out of you, so when you touch them you get hurt. At least that was the intention. I don't know if that comes across particularly well. That was the reason, that was my logic for the wisps getting hurt by the slimes. And the slimes being good, you know. And oh yeah, you're gonna wait for a bit to actually heal. To actually heal. There we go. Yeah, if a slime falls to its death, the other slimes won't get afraid. See, 12 slimes and 9 coins. That, while that is more accurate now, because I've actually got some slimes and some coins, it's still inaccurate. It actually has probably quite likely less coins than what you actually have. But yeah, in some of these levels like this one, if you kill the very first slime, a lot of the slime down here becomes very hidden and easy to run into. Very intentionally, so that you'll accidentally hit it when trying to fall down here. And this one here also hides well. Yeah. And they no longer follow you anymore when they're afraid. But with each new level, you know, the new slimes don't know that you've killed slimes in the previous levels, so they're still friendly. But then you kill one and they're yeah. And then this level's the same. It still has the ... and then the darkening of the screen. But when you go in here, very, very good. Keep removing those bad green slimes. So if it realizes that you're on the path to the bad ending, it'll give you a different piece of dialogue here. But the rest of the levels are the same. So we'll whip past these levels really quick. I also intended this to be, these last levels here to be a little bit, damn it. I intended these last levels to be a little bit easier than the levels that came before this level, or these levels here. But only for the person who's getting the good ending. Oops, didn't even mean to kill that one. Because, like, if you're trying to get all the coins and not kill the slimes, this is literally the hardest level. This is such a rough level. Trying to get to the, this coin, and there's, coins behind all the breakable stuff. Yeah. Well, you finally made it all this way. Oh, what the... The music didn't work. Oh, I have an old version of the game. Oh no, I don't. What the hell? Shit. Damn it, the bug still exists. Shit. Seems to be still a bug. Damn it. It's not playing the, like, ominous music here. I swear I fixed it before the final release version, but I guess the bug still exists. Whatever the case. You listened to everything I said. This is where the dialogue changes for the ending. You killed plenty of those slimes. You made way for my kind to claim this land as our own. Yeah, this is supposed to be the ominous music from the previous one. I can hear my brothers and sisters now. They're calling to me from the great pink sea. Join us, Orion. Be one with the ocean. And Orion's like, oh no! He dies shortly after because the pink slime touches him and saps his energy. Yeah. So you get this ending instead, where you just have the pink slime all by himself with pink sea. And it's still the dark theme instead of the light theme. And yeah, a game by Rorius Maximus and Damien Laird Broadfoot. Yeah, so I don't know why that bug was still there. I swear I fixed it. But then again, it was like 4 in the morning when I was fixing the bug, so yeah, that is Wispeare. It was such a learning curve. It's such a crazy experience making a game in such a short time like that. Like, I am the kind of person who I frequently start projects, but I never actually finish them. So to have to finish a project in a week, it was quite a task, quite a mission. But what I will say is that if I was by myself, this game would be very different. Like, if I was just working on this just solo, firstly, visually, it would be nothing. It wouldn't be a patch on this game. It would have been very much more basic. And some of the design ideas, if I wasn't streaming at all, some of the design choices, like, it would have been much less theme appropriate. It would have been much less functionally interesting. Because like, the stream guys, you guys helping me in the streams was, like, invaluable. Having Damien doing all the art and music stuff, I give him a lot of the credit for this, because it's, like, visually and music-wise, this game is so unique. And it wouldn't have been if it wasn't for him. So, go thank Damien, either on his channel or on our Discord, because he's often on our Discord. Yeah. That is Wispeare. And we might actually work a little bit more on it in the coming weeks, if we feel like it. I'm annoyed that that music bug was still in this final version, because I thought I had fixed it. I actually intentionally changed code. I swapped out a piece of code to fix it, and it seemed to work. But, yeah. I'm gonna try one last thing before we end the episode. Oh, while I'm just playing through this again really quick, I will mention, the burst ability, the sort of omnidirectional burst. It uses more of the power bar above your head. If you look closely at the power bar, when you use the burst, it completely drains the power bar. But if you use the pulse, it only drains a little bit and it immediately refills. But if you keep holding the pulse down, it will eventually drain your power. The intention was that the burst is, you know, a release of all of your energy. So, oh, I died. So it's of course gonna be, you know, draining, very draining. But the pulse is one directional, so if you need to use your mouse to determine which direction the pulse will go. One thing I'll also mention is that, oh god, I nearly fell. One thing I'll also mention, I missed the coin again, is the fact that the darkness theme, the dark theme and the ominousness at this end of the game, sorry, it only, like, I wanted there to be more levels. Long story short, I actually intended for there to be at least another 5 levels, so at least have 25 levels, so that there's about 15 sort of like positive, happy levels, and then 10 dark, sort of like spooky, ominous levels. Okay, so yeah, I just confirmed my suspicion. The ominous music that plays at the end here breaks or glitches out if you try and play the game a second time, which is really frustrating. But at least if you got the bad or the good ending in your first playthrough of the game, you'll have experienced that version of the game in its intended form. But if you immediately play through it again, For some reason, the music doesn't switch to this ominous music properly. Yeah, so like the idea is that this ominous music plays as you realize what you've done. No. Yeah, because like if you clear the green slimes away, more pink slimes are able to take over, and the pink slimes form the Great Pink Sea. A giant bubbling mass of pink slime. Yeah. And that's the bad ending. For a second time. Or in its intended form. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing a bunch of the other Game Jam games. I'm gonna be playing a bunch of your guys' Game Jam games and leaving ratings wherever I can. So yeah, I just thought we'd play through ours first, just to show off what we've been doing, and very soon we're gonna be seeing what the other entries or other entrants have done with their games for the Game Jam. But until then, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.